Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a committee aimed at discussing the possible future of medical marijuana here in the Commonwealth prepares to meet in one eastern Kentucky city. And a Kentucky lake worker worries about how the state of our economy will affect summer plans this year.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
6:31 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. Hope you got rested up. So let's take it over to Brandon this morning. Brandon, and the weather, well, it's not resting up. It's waking up.
It's waking up. That's a good way to put it.
And I don't think resting up's even a real word or a real saying. I don't know. I just came up with it.
You can rest up from some things. Yeah, absolutely. But this morning, the weather is waking up and it's getting active, but not too active just yet. Let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar where we're tracking just a little bit of rain in parts of the Three Corners area, I'll call it there, between Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia there. And we're seeing some showers just south of Pikeville, back out toward Phelps there in Pike County, a little bit south of Williamson there, actually back over toward the border there, close to the end of Mingo County there, over into Logan County just a little bit, a couple of ones out down near Mount Gay, and then down into Buchanan County there, just a little bit east of Grundy over that way as well. So just kind of keep an eye on that as you head to the first part of your day. Clintwood 62, the coolest spot in the region. Somerset 75, the warmest spot in the region. And across our region, already 70s and 80s out there to the south. 80 Indianapolis, Nashville, Little Rock, 75 New Orleans, Montgomery, Tallahassee, Florida, 84 in Dallas, Fort Worth, and 81 in Houston, Texas this morning. Forecast for today, 90. Heat advisory goes into effect for some counties at noon today. I'll kind of point those out to you here in just a little bit. Goes to 8 o'clock. And then more chances for rain as we head deeper in the nighttime hours. Some of those storms this afternoon could be strong to severe. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, a man in Bell County is dead following an accident while demolishing an old building. Well, we confirm that 74-year-old Larry Lewis was killed in the accident Tuesday evening. Officials with the Bell County Coroner's Office say that during the demolition of an old burned house, Lewis and another man were trying to pull down an I-beam over the garage when a chain broke. The I-beam then fell onto Lewis, causing multiple blunt force injuries and crushing him. He was pronounced dead at the scene. A volunteer firefighter in Tennessee was killed Monday after being hit by a pickup truck. Now, we're told the crash happened around 1 p.m. on Highway 33 south in New Tazewell. Fire officials told our sister station, WVLT News, Roger Estes with the South Claiborne County Fire Department was killed while directing traffic at an Independence Day event. Tennessee Highway Patrol is investigating the crash. Well, back here in the Commonwealth, the Team Kentucky Medical Cannabis Advisory Committee will host its first of several town halls in Pikeville today. Well, this is part of a task force organized by Governor Andy Beshear to look further into the potential benefits of medical marijuana. These town halls are geared toward getting public input on the issue. The event will be at the 7th floor pavilion of UPike's Health Professions Education Building this evening from 5:30 to 7. Later this month, the committee will host additional events in Highland Heights, Frankfort, and Hopkinsville. The American Red Cross needs blood donations and is partnering with the KFC Yum Center in Louisville for the Stars, Stripes, and Pints Blood Drive. Well, the drive runs through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and donors get an exclusive Red Cross cotton tote bag and one free ticket to Kings Island or other Cedar Fair locations. The Red Cross says the need for blood doesn't take a summer vacation.
But definitely with the challenges coming with COVID and people being nervous to come out, and again, things have opened back up. They want to go on vacation. They might not be thinking about it. We're just trying to remind people this is still a priority. Help people in your community, and you can save a life.
Donors also get entered into a raffle to win some cool prizes, including Shawn Mendes concert tickets and Lumineer tickets. The dominoes continue to fall after Monday's ruling in a landmark opioid trial. One day after Huntington and Cabell County lost the case against the nation's 3 largest opioid distributors. The trial set to begin Tuesday morning against those same defendants was postponed. Curtis Johnson dug into the ruling and talked with the West Virginia mayor about his reaction.
5 years ago, Huntington Mayor Steve Williams embarked upon a lawsuit to hold drug companies responsible for the city's opioid crisis. But a 184-page ruling handed down on Independence Day left him highly disappointed.
I'm not sure what those next steps are, but I do know this. I am more determined than ever, even if I have to go to my very last breath on earth, to make blessed sure that this never ever happens again, and those who brought it upon us have to pay.
The ruling repeatedly found that Huntington and Cabell County failed to prove its case. Judge David Faber ruled the plaintiffs did not prove that the distributors' conduct was unreasonable, did not prove that the distributors failed to prevent the drugs from falling into the wrong hands, and did not prove that the distributors supplied any pharmacy that diverted pills in Cabell County. In fact, he found that the only pharmacy accused of such conduct was supplied by another distributor altogether.
What's your reaction to the judge finding that your side had not proven so much?
At least from my own non-legal framework, is that I don't know what more that we needed to prove.
The mayor reinforced the volume of pills supplied to Cabell County, more than 100 million in 8 years. But the judge found that changes in the standard of care and the prescribing practices of doctors, 99% of whom he wrote acted in good faith, determined the volume of pills and drove that number higher. The judge wrote, although plaintiffs allege the volume of prescription opioids distributed in Cabell Huntington was excessive, they offered no evidence, expert or otherwise, of how many prescription opioids should have been distributed in Cabell Huntington. The judge further concluded that pharmacies were best equipped to detect and stop diversion. He ruled distributors' only option would have been to stop all shipments to an individual pharmacy, thus creating supply problems for patients with a legitimate medical need. Williams was unsure to what extent those next steps would involve these defendants, instead pointing to others in the supply channel, including manufacturers and pharmacies.
That was Curtis Johnson reporting. The 3 distributors each released statements yesterday. The companies said the ruling reinforced their limited role in distributing opioids and their efforts to do so safely. Well, another summer holiday weekend is gone, with people heading home after spending it on the lake. Many of them went to Lake Cumberland. Well, they spent a lot of money, but one marina owner says he's seeing some not too promising signs concerning the economy. The lake was packed with boaters, and Lee's Ford Marina experienced a positive weekend, but owner J.D. Hamilton says he's a bit concerned about the future.
I'm concerned, but I also think that whatever happens, I think it's going to be short, whether it's deep or not. Everybody's worried about recession. So we have seen like a little bit of softness in the bigger ticket, stuff, and people, cutting down on things like that.
Marina owners tell us that the supply chain issues are getting better, but previously, getting some parts to make repairs were taking a year to receive. If you're looking for something local to do this week, the Appalachian Arts Alliance in Hazard has you covered. This evening, the Arts Alliance is hosting another community art night. The event is free to the public, and employees say it's a fun way to beat the summer heat and spend some time being creative with the community.
We will be learning how to use our scissors and glue and construction paper, and because it's summer, my favorite summer treats are watermelon and popsicles. So we're gonna try to create our own favorite summer treats with construction paper.
Well, the event will be hosted at the Appalachian Arts Alliance in downtown Hazard from 5 to 6 p.m. and all craft supplies will be provided. Well, live theater is also making its way to Hazard with the help of the Arts Alliance. This month, the Arts Alliance, in collaboration with a Central Kentucky community theater program called Shooting Star Youth Theater, is holding auditions for 2 new plays. Children around the community are invited to audition for the production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and adults and high schoolers can audition for the variety show Appalachian Echoes.
They learn about the theater world. They learn about building sets. They learn how to act, how to read a script, how to work with other children. And it's always a really great week, and the kids get so excited for it.
Anyone interested can register on the Appalachian Arts Alliance Facebook page and hit the stage in mid-July.
.640 here on this Wednesday morning. We continue to track some fog this morning over downtown Whitesburg, but I do believe, well, I did a few minutes ago, I believe I saw some clearing trying to sneak in there just a minute above the fog. So again, some sunshine, some clouds above the fog this morning. Dry in a lot of locations, but we're seeing more rain starting to pick up, especially in our eastern counties. We'll keep you posted on that as we go along. 72 Jackson Hazard, 62 in Clintwood, 70 London, Irvin as well, 70 Wayne and Logan, 75 in Somerset, 72 Williamsburg and Jacksboro, 68 Middlesboro, Harlan, and Jonesville this morning. Dew points way up there in the upper 60s and low 70s, so it's feeling like air you can wear for sure this morning. So just be aware of that. It's going to hit you as soon as you walk out the door. Breakfast forecast, dry and calm for now. But as we get into the late morning and afternoon hours, showers and storms will ramp up, and some of those could be strong to severe. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. It's almost 6:42. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, hospitals see a decrease in a certain type of procedure in the maternity ward. Stay with us. We'll be right back.